joining with this evening is transparency activist Anjali Bharadwaj. Thank you so much, Anjali, for joining. And what would you say to this passport controversy? All these years, the government's never felt the need of spelling it out that passport is only a travel document. Why do you think that the government felt the need of announcing it?
Neelu, let me start by saying that when something like this happens, timing is very important and the context is very important. The truth is that in our country, one of the most pressing things that has been capturing the imagination of citizens, they are all being made to run from pillar to post, is the SIR exercise, in which citizens are being asked to prove their citizenship in order to be on the voter list. And the Election Commission is saying, you prove to us, you show us papers to show that you are a citizen, only then we will put you on the voter list. In this context, people are very, very aware of any document being told that this is not proof of citizenship. And this is what is causing the current anxiety and the conversation around this announcement. The MEA has put out a statement where they have said that, look, if you read the fine print, then we have always said, Government of India has always said, it's not just them, but any government has always said that passport is a document for travel, not a document or proof of citizenship. Now, however, the timing becomes important because this is the time when crores of people, millions of people have been thrown out of the voter list and they are being asked to prove their citizenship. The Supreme Court itself has said that the Election Commission, wherever it suspects somebody's citizenship, should report it to the competent authority, which is basically the MHA, the Ministry of Home Affairs. And that means people will have to prove that they are citizens. Now, in a context like this, when the government makes this statement that, look, passport is not a proof of citizenship, people are getting worried. There is anxiety. And that anxiety is not misplaced because you and I, or any citizen of this country, how will we prove that we are citizens? We only do that by taking some documents which have been given to us by the government, which are not given to anyone who's not a citizen. And we can say, look, I have this document. You have given it to me after satisfying yourself that I'm a citizen. So now there should be no question. But the government today is saying that despite the fact that the passport is given to us after a proper police verification, after a proper verification, and in which we assume that the government has satisfied itself that we are citizens, the government is today saying we will not take it as proof of citizenship. And this is very, very concerning given the context today of NRC and of the SIR. So let me now say, Neelu, that what is a proof of citizenship? Is there any document in our country which says I am a citizen of India, where the fine print says that this document is proof of citizenship? There is not. There is no document in our country. That is a fact. There is no document in our country, whether it is Aadhaar card, or it is passport, or it is a ration card, or any other driving license, PAN, no card. If you go into the fine print, they will all say this is not proof of citizenship. This is simply to drive. This is simply to get ration. This is simply to prove your identity. This is simply to prove that you can travel. Now, that means that I have no document. If tomorrow the government asks me, as Anjali Bharadwaj or as Neelu Vyas, we have no documents. If the government tells us, prove that you are a citizen, show us a document. Then what happens? We rely on all of these documents, which the government says they give to citizens of India. So today, if the government is saying that we don't trust them, that means the government is saying that they don't trust the people in the government who gave us those documents. They are also saying they don't trust us. We might have paid a bribe and got those documents. So where does this end? That becomes the very big question. And then how do we prove citizenship? Here, Neelu, it's very important to tell your viewers how citizenship is determined in our country. There is a Citizenship Act which says that if anyone is born before 1987, they just have to show that they were born in India and that the place of birth and date of birth they have to show. After 1987 until 2004, they have to show one of the parents were Indian citizens and the other parent was not an illegal immigrant. After 2004, if somebody is born, they have to show that they were born in India and their parents are both Indian citizens. So now, how do we prove that? How will I prove I'm born before 1984? How will I prove that I was born in India? I will show my passport. How will I prove my parents were born in India? I will show their passport. Now, if the government says, no, we don't consider this, I'll say, okay, look at our Aadhaar cards. The government is saying, we don't consider this. I'll say, okay, look at our birth certificates. Tomorrow, the government will say, this also could be farzi. This also could be fabricated. You might have paid a bribe and got this. So, where do I go? As a citizen of the country, where do people go?
Obviously, this is the biggest question, that which is that document which goes to show that you are an Indian citizen. But I'm wanting to ask you that question, that why do you think that the government felt the need to announce this? Why didn't the previous governments do it? Is there a sense of conspiracy there? And why I'm saying this is because I was just looking at the number of passport holders in our country. I'm just throwing some figures for the viewers and also for you. 9.7 crore Indians currently hold an active passport. Now, this figure roughly accounts for about 7.2% of the country's total population. And if you look at the regional distribution, the highest penetration is in states like Kerala, Goa, Punjab. And Goa and Punjab are two. If leave aside Kerala, Goa and Punjab are states which are going to polls next year. So, is there a connection somewhere with the franchise, with the voting rights? Because through this passport controversy, do you sense that the voters could be stripped of their voting rights?
Look, Neelu, I started by saying timing is the most important thing. Look, this fine print on the passport has always existed. That this
In fact,
is
the
a
SIR
travel.
in Punjab has begun today. SIR in
Yes.
Punjab has begun today.
Exactly. Which is why I'm saying that, look, the passport has always carried this, that this is not proof of citizenship. Aadhaar has always stated the card that it's not proof of citizenship. We have always known that. The reality is that in this time, in these last few months, when the SIR exercise has been started, people's citizenship has come under question. The Election Commission of India is saying that only citizens can vote, and we therefore, using our constitutional mandate, they're saying, we are going to check if you are a citizen of India. If we are convinced you are, only then will we put your name on the voter list. And crores of people across the country are finding that they are not on the voter list, mainly minorities, religious minorities, Dalits, women. These are the marginalized communities, the poorest of the poor. They're finding their names are not there because they're not being able to show documents. Now, in this situation, what do people do if they are told that now the MHA, the Ministry of Home Affairs, will now look into whether you're a citizen or not? Because if you're stripped of citizenship, there are many rights that will be taken away from you. So now people are looking for documents that they have, they can show. They want to say these are all government documents. Please trust your own documents. And we are saying that we are citizens of India. We are saying that we were born. And how do we determine we are citizens of India? Before 87, if I am able to show my passport which says I was born before 87 and that I was born in India, then it should be enough. It's a government document to show that I'm born. Now, if I'm not able to do that because the government says, no, this will not do, this is not proof of citizenship, then how else do I prove? I mean, is somebody going to drop from the heavens and testify for me? Only my government documents will do. The government will only listen or understand or take into account government documents. Now, when the government starts saying, no, that's not proof of citizenship, that becomes a problem because the government knows there are no documents that show citizenship. Yes, the passport has to show my date of birth and my place of birth. So if I take that passport to a government official and say, I was born before 87, I am a citizen, that passport becomes proof of citizenship. Not because that passport is a proof of citizenship, because it is assumed that everything was verified, where I was born, how old am I, and everything is written there is true. And if government starts saying that we don't trust our own documents, tomorrow, if the government says, no, we will accept your birth certificate, if I take my birth certificate, the government could easily turn around, the MHA could easily turn around and say, no, we don't even believe your birth certificate. It might be fuzzy.
Right, absolutely. You have. I mean, you've actually categorically said everything what one needs to understand at this point of time. But why do you think that the government felt the need to, mislead the people like this or spread chaos? Because it's going to be turned chaotic. Because everybody will be worried that, what if my citizenship now will not be acknowledged by the government of India? Everybody will walk up to the government and say, look, I'm an Indian citizen, but we do not have a document to show. Now, what does it lead to? What can it lead to? What kind of a situation are you expecting now, especially in the states which are going to polls?
Look, what all of this leads to, what an announcement like this, which is stating facts, leads to, what an SIR exercise leads to, is anxiety. What the government has done by making the statement at this time is, in a time where there is heightened anxiety about people being able to prove their citizenship, they have said, well, don't think that if you have a passport, you are safe. And that is going to cause anxiety among citizens. And I'm saying among citizens. That means that people who are genuine citizens of this country, we are not talking about somebody who might have got, we are talking about genuine citizens. Today, they are thinking that if I go and show this document, or my father's or my mother's passport or my own passport, I can prove that I am an Indian citizen. What does the government mean by today saying that this is not proof? This is what is going to cause anxiety. And how will anybody prove it, Neelu? How will the Prime Minister of the country, if tomorrow the citizens of India start asking the Prime Minister to prove that you are a citizen of India, or start asking the Home Minister to prove that he's a citizen of India, or the Finance Minister to prove that she's a citizen of India, how will they prove it? They will also show some government documents. So are we then to say that even they have no way of proving that they are Indian citizens? Now, that is the real question, that the government today is saying that, look, we are in power. We can say that, look, we are above reproach. We are above question. But everyone who is a citizen of the country has to bend over backwards to prove that they are citizens. We can say we don't trust this document, we don't trust that document, this document is... I'm not saying that the government should start saying that passport is proof of citizenship. The government should, however, say that, look, simultaneously say that, look, if you have a passport, you don't have to worry, because your date of birth and your place of birth is written in the passport. We will believe it. We will trust it. If you are born after 1987 until 2004, then you can bring your father or mother's passport. We will believe it. If after 2004 you are born, you bring both your parents' passport and yours, we will believe it. That's what the government should be saying. This kind of statement to say this is not proof of residence causes anxiety and raises a fundamental question today, that is the government trying to sort of, cause this anxiety? Because if they are not, they must immediately clarify. The MEA should not stop at saying that, no, this is not proof of citizenship. We are putting out this document which says it's not proof of citizenship. They should, along with that, say that, however, if you bring your document, your passport, you bring your parents' passport, we will honor it.